Hello everybody, my name is Alvar. Welcome back to The Council. Now, we're working our way through this game, slowly but surely. Trying to find out where Mother is, what's happened, who killed the girl.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Am I now? Making our way through this, is it a mansion? It's more, or a castle, I don't know. Either way, I'd like to live there. But it's been a fun game so far. We obviously spent
Emily,
a lovely,
I must speak to you.
a lovely night with Emily.
About last night, I'm guessing.
Sadly, no. Even if I'd like to have, alas, there are more pressing matters. I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay. I've got a question that might seem a little bit strange.
I'm listening.
If I said go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me.
I don't know whether or not I
Do
should...
you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
I don't know.
My mother used to talk about it, in the figurative sense probably. We still need to understand what she was referring to though.
If I find something, I'll let you know.
Do I tell her that her sister's dead, or...?
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I mean, how can I resist that?
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening.
Oh.
Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
Hey, there we
What?
go. Honesty is the
Why
best
didn't you tell
policy.
me?
I didn't know if I could trust you.
Well, you
Now I
can
know
now.
I can.
Yeah.
It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Yeah, understandable.
Thank you, Louis. You're very kind. It means a lot to me.
Well,
But
you
you
are
do
quite
realize your
sexy,
mother will have
so-
to accept the consequences of her acts.
Of course, of course.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see,
We'll speak about it later.
Louis. They're waiting for us.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go. God, you know who I am.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere
Peru.
along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Yeah, who's it?
Who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
He's the head of the
Never heard of
Spanish
him.
government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What? The King of France is dead, gentlemen.
Oh, crikey.
Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh dear.
How dare they?
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous! Bastard! He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360.
Oh,
You
fucking hell.
beheaded a king for one vote! Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act.
True.
Until anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
Did it work?
I fully agree with you, sir.
Yeah, boy.
That's enough, sir.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm.
Remain
It's not
calm.
the first time history has taken us by surprise.
Indeed.
Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime,
All right.
I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Interesting. There's so much to find out and like discover and figure out. Who should I talk to first?
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
Oh,
I
confrontation
heard about
start.
your mother's disappearance.
Yeah,
He looks
everyone has.
concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
I just want to check his character quickly because I don't know if I've unlocked any of his weaknesses yet. Oh, I've got everyone now. Sweet. Jacques Barou. To be discovered. Okay.
Hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Doesn't cost me anything.
Let's
so.
say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to
Hey,
work
succeeded.
together.
Nice.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about
Oh, it's
our
another
arrangement?
arrangement. I fucked this up last time.
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book.
Right, it's
I
that
will
book
make no secret
that's been
of the
hidden.
fact that I am passionate about
All
the
these
subject.
people want that
And
book.
when Sarah spoke to me about it,
All these people want
her
the book.
account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush.
No.
Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts, each one individually locked. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
It's pretty cool.
The mere
There you go.
mention of it makes his face light up.
Yeah, because everyone wants that bloody
Well, I'll
book.
take a closer look, but I can't promise you anything. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
No.
Indeed. My mother and I had a brush with this individual just a few months ago.
What about?
About an object stolen from the Order a few years ago, which my mother wanted to recover.
This situation comes as a great
Hey,
surprise
you
to me.
succeeded at all.
I got him now.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that
Mr.
you
von
succeed in
Volner.
finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Burchert was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, but I'm on to you,
Please
though.
know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess. Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow.
Yeah, I
You
don't
are
know.
miles away. That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it. Good luck to
It's
you.
it might be Holm. He might be behind the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I was running out of time. I bottled it a little bit. Talk to this guy again. We fucked up last time we spoke to him.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
May we?
Does expression "go beyond the nightmare" mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed.
That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
It's true. It's true.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Meaning...
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt.
That's true.
But that is not the case.
I mean, I don't argue
The
with
Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
that. Yeah. All right, cool.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any
Okay.
news of your mother?
No, mate.
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave.
I know.
Let me know
I
if you
messed that
find
up
her.
last time.
À plus tard, monsieur.
Who else can I talk to? Just make sure there's nothing I can pick up around here. Oh, that's it. No one else is in here. Where the fuck did where did everyone else go? Huh. Everyone's left. Speak to old Washington.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You caught me unaware here, Louis.
That's what I do.
Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
It's fine.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come.
Yeah.
It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
No.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Whoa, his
Regarding the
mouth's
question
moving.
on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it.
I'm not, my
Maybe
friend.
one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea.
I'm already on it, mate.
Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
I'm already on it. This place is so nice. Imagine living here. Madness. Ah, there's a pub.
Ah, Louis. Just the man.
Just the man. What do you want then?
How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Your Eminence,
I don't know.
I haven't been following the case. I'm sure that the Order did everything in its power. Unfortunately, you know the situation in Paris, and, well, it's chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France has become a secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
Well, yeah, that's
France has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
No, everyone keeps asking me this.
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. He'll know about this.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the
Oh,
nightmare.
he's vulnerable to manipulation. Okay.
Let me think.
It's good to know.
I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It
Really?
is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her, and in the background, a horse. I don't know if it will be of any
No, that
help,
is help.
but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence. I gotta go and see it just in case, though.
Yeah, I don't
Thank
care
you
about that.
for everything, Your Eminence.
Lovely, right.
I shan't take up any more of your
I
time.
shan't.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
I thought it was I shan't. I don't know. Let's go, boys. Look at this view. Oh, I can actually look at it. That is pretty darn nice.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Can I open it? Oh. Only cost me 1 little point, so might as well.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Sweet. Oh, lovely. Lovely, a lovely jubbly. I needed those. I'll leave that. I need to go to Mortimer's study. Look at this. Look at this. Don't need to go here. That's a lot of books. I need to remember how to get to Mortimer's study. Try and head there. This has been some good detective work today. Nope. Head up the stairs. It's all the way at the top, isn't it, if I remember rightly? Ah, we'll talk to Emily first.
What do you want, Louis?
Oh, I've already spoke to
You're
her.
leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
Already spoke to her about stuff, haven't I? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Go to Mortimer's study. I think I'm going the right way. Oh, I've got a map. I think it's that way. Hang on. Bear with me. So I think I'm going around what? Yeah, it's this way. Says we're going all the way around. Yeah. And then I think it's up the stairs. Here we go.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Going beyond the nightmare.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form?
True.
Charming.
That's true.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
That is a weird ass paint.
This must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond.
Probably like, yeah, like that. It's probably like some thing behind it.
Looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
Am I going to be able to lift that?
There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say. But that is all the time I've got for this episode here. Good detective work today. We're getting a lot of good information. This game is going to be evolved around that book, 100%. I don't know if I can actually trust anyone, because I think they're all after this book. Every single person here. And I think this is what's going to cause the massive stir later on in the game as it develops. But we will see. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.